That's Oprah.
That's Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
Yeah, and Gail.
7 months ago, we made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Say what now? Not 50 Cent, putting his life on the line to protect Taraji P. Henson. Word on the street is, after Oprah Winfrey reportedly tried to slide into her world, Taraji ran straight to 50 for backup after rejecting Oprah's invite to her Oculus lesbian group. And apparently, that's the real reason Oprah played her during The Color Purple, severely underpaying her and making her look a hot mess in front of everyone.
Every time you achieve something really incredible, it's almost like the industry looks at it as a fluke. Like, that was like some one-time thing. So you fall back to the bottom and you gotta negotiate and fight tooth and nail to get what you made the last time. Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple.
Taraji was left crying through every interview, looking completely drained, and 50 Cent saw it all. He used to be really close with Oprah until he realized she wasn't exactly the saint she made herself out to be. Apparently, Oprah even tried to blackball him, just like she did with Taraji. But 50 was one of the only people in the industry brave enough to stand up for Monique when she called out Oprah and Tyler Perry for blackballing her. And now he isn't holding back from doing the same for Taraji. The beef between Taraji and Oprah first blew up back in 2023 during the press run for The Color Purple.
Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here? We are to service each other.
Everyone expected Taraji to show up, smile, and talk about the movie, but sis had other plans. She put Oprah on blast for severely underpaying her for her role and claimed she hadn't seen a raise since Proud Mary. Mind you, Proud Mary dropped in 2017. Taraji even said she almost turned down the movie because Oprah refused to increase her pay, even after she tried negotiating. Taraji later sat down for another interview with Oprah's ride or die alleged lesbian lover, Gayle King, and revealed she seriously considered quitting acting after her awful experience with Oprah. Can you imagine? Sis almost walked away from everything because of that mess. But wait, while Taraji was having this mental breakdown on national TV, Gayle was low-key trying to gaslight her. Because let's be real, she's besties with Oprah.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. Tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathin'. Hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, enough is enough.
Gayle wasn't about to sit there quietly while Taraji exposed Oprah on her own show. Drama was bubbling on every level. Meanwhile, 50 Cent wasn't watching from the sidelines. He stepped right into the chaos, reposting a screenshot of an article to his IG announcing that he was ready to work with Taraji. In the caption, he threw major shade, FM Taraji, I'm ready to work, let's get it, boom. That was a clear jab at Oprah. Basically, 50 was saying, hey Taraji, since Oprah's trying to play you, come over here. I've got work for you and we'll actually pay you what you deserve. 50 is petty, and this move was so on brand for him, especially since before all this, he had already had his own run-ins with Oprah. He's not new to the game. He knows how to make a point and keep receipts. In fact, this wasn't even 50 Cent's first time putting Oprah on blast publicly. Back when he was blowing up in the industry, he was trying to flip his image from hardcore gangster to commercial superstar. So he agreed to do an interview with Oprah, where he opened up about his rough childhood and that infamous incident that had everyone talking.
It's my grandmother's home.
I came out like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, May 24th. She was bent over, actually planting flowers in the garden, and I walked over here to sit in the actual vehicle that my friend was waiting for me in, and the car pulled up. On the side of us, the guy got out the passenger seat of that car, came around behind it, and through the actual car.
What does it feel like to be is it a physical feeling?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt as much as people imagine it hurts because of your adrenaline and how the shock of what's actually going on, it hurts after.
Did you feel the first one or the ninth one?
I don't even know. I didn't know my legs were broke.
Really?
When I tried to get out the car at the hospital, both of my legs were broke. Like I broken 3 places on this side and then...
Where were you?
In my hands, my legs several times, like 5 times in my hands, and then in my legs, and then in my face. Yeah, so when going through that experience, when you get hurt that bad, either your fear consumes you or you become a bit insensitive. Mm-hmm. So just after...
Which one was it for you?
There was a point that I was afraid.
Afraid?
Yeah, following that, actually being it was like I was afraid because everybody involved in the situation was still physically available to
do again.
Part two.
Yes.
Yeah, to just do it again. And then it was like I got tired of, in the recovery process, I got tired of being afraid. And then the only way that I could to cover those emotions were to be a little more aggressive.
And insensitive.
Yeah, and to be angry about the situation opposed to dealing with how I was actually feeling at that point. And
how were you actually feeling?
The physical part hurt, and then there was confusion because
you hurt afterwards. You don't hurt for the immediate.
Yeah, after you know you're gonna be fine, it really starts hurting. You know what I mean? Like the doctor tells you you're good, then it's just really bones aching. You feel like you got a headache in your hip, your body, and then it's like, I know I'm gonna be fine, but it hurts so bad.
Did you ever find out who did it?
Yeah, I know who did it shortly after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are now where?
Oh, the guy who actually was dead. And the guy who paid him got life in jail.
Got life in jail.
He even brought his grandma along and took Oprah to his childhood home, like he was really trying to give her the full picture. Sure, the interview helped polish his image, but there was more to it. He wanted his grandma to meet Oprah because she was a huge fan, and that was important to him. Even though the interview eventually went down, tension was brewing behind the scenes. When the idea was first pitched, Oprah reportedly told his team she wasn't interested in doing any interviews with him, straight up snubbing him at first. 50 has said that Oprah is totally against hip-hop and even compared her to an Oreo, black on the outside, white on the inside, he said. He added, "I think she caters to older white women. She was completely against everything that was in my music, so she ain't never gonna have me on that show. I'm never gonna reach that platform," which honestly is just proof of how massive his success really is. So 50's response, if we can't be friends, then at least let's be enemies. And he took his pettiness to legendary levels, naming his dog after Oprah and his cat after her bestie, Gayle King. Talk about subtle revenge with style. Around the same time, Oprah got called out by Ludacris, who accused her of throwing him under the bus during his appearance on her show to promote his movie Crash. Instead of actually asking about the movie, she hit him with pointless questions like why he uses the N-word in his music. Can you imagine? Straight disrespect on national TV. And it got worse. She reportedly edited out parts of Ludacris's responses, making him look like an illiterate rapper. But Ludacris, he kept his cool during the interview, staying professional. The next time he did another interview, though, he didn't hold back. He dragged her tail like nobody's business. Then there's Dave Chappelle, who appeared on Oprah after famously rejecting a $50 million deal with Comedy Central and jetting off to Africa for his safety.
I'm glad you're here. Everybody wants to know, why'd you walk away from $50 million?
I wasn't walking away from the money. I was walking away from the circumstances with the newfound plateau.
Yeah.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14. I've heard the stories, seen these kinds of things play out in front of me. I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Dave revealed that the deal came with some shady strings attached, things he wasn't comfortable with, and that's why he walked away. But while he was explaining all this, Oprah kept interrupting him, pushing him to admit to having some form of mental illness. The nerve. She tried to twist the narrative, but Dave wasn't having it, and the truth still came out. But it doesn't stop there. Oprah's controversies with celebrities go way deeper than just interviews. Around the same era, she reportedly had tension with Tyler Perry, too. Sources say she tried to control how his films were promoted and even attempted to influence casting decisions, basically putting herself in the director's chair when she had no right. Tyler, of course, wasn't about to let that slide, and he quietly pushed back, making sure his empire stayed his own. And then there's the behind-the-scenes drama with other A-listers. Stars like Monique and Taraji have openly spoken about being underpaid, ignored, or outright disrespected. Some insiders say Oprah's approach is all about the optics, making herself look like the queen of generosity while quietly undermining people who challenge her. And this isn't just gossip. There are receipts and stories from multiple sources that paint a pattern of behavior that's hard to ignore. Even more shocking, celebrities who try to call her out often get labeled as ungrateful or difficult, while she keeps her public image squeaky clean. The message is clear: cross Oprah, and you might find doors slammed in your face, or worse, find yourself subtly erased from her network. It's a high-stakes game of power, and only a few brave souls are willing to call her out publicly. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Oprah's friend circle drama comes into play. Celebrities like Gayle King have been dragged into the chaos too. Some say she acts as Oprah's unofficial PR shield, stepping in whenever someone tries to expose what's really happening behind the scenes. It's like a tight-knit squad keeping the Queen's image untouchable, while anyone daring to speak up gets subtly silenced or gaslit. Even Taraji P. Henson and Monique have felt the sting of this power dynamic. Taraji, for example, called out years of underpayment and disrespect while on press tours, and Monique publicly exposed the way she was blackballed for standing her ground. But try saying that to Oprah's inner circle, and suddenly, you're the problem, not the issue. Then there's 50 Cent, who's been navigating this minefield like a pro. He's taking shots at Oprah with a wink and a nod, posting on IG, naming pets after her, and making it clear he won't be intimidated. And honestly, that's the energy the public loves. He's petty, he's bold, and he's calling out behavior that many people have quietly complained about for years. This pattern isn't just about one-off clashes, it's a recurring theme. Power, influence, and image management are all on the line. And Oprah has proven time and again she's willing to protect her empire, no matter who gets caught in the crossfire. Now, going back to Taraji, she never really stood a chance against Oprah. And Monique made that crystal clear when she openly accused Oprah and Tyler Perry of blackballing her. Everyone else thought Monique was exaggerating or making things up except 50 Cent. 50 was the only one who had her back. He posted a photo of Monique on his IG and wrote, "All in favor of Monique being back on top, say, make it happen 50, stop effing around." I went to see the Monique stand-up show during Super Bowl weekend. It was so good. She had me in a trance. You gotta go check her out. Boom! Real support right there. He didn't stop at just hype. 50 later posted demanding that Tyler and Oprah apologize to Monique, saying they shouldn't let their influence keep damaging her career. "This has gone on way too long," he wrote. "Now would be a great time to apologize because I'm gonna put her back on top, green light gang style. I don't miss." 50 might joke around, but he never lies. He delivered on his word, giving Monique a role in season 2 of his hit TV show, BMF, and she absolutely crushed it. Now, as for Taraji, the streets have been buzzing. It's still unclear exactly why Oprah did her dirty, but whispers are saying Oprah allegedly tried to drag Taraji into things she had no part in. The drama, the power plays, the shady moves, it's all part of the story that 50 Cent, Monique, and Taraji are quietly exposing, one bold move at a time. Allegedly, it all had something to do with a so-called lesbian cult that Oprah and Gayle are supposedly part of. Now, none of this is confirmed, so sip that tea with caution. But as always, the streets had opinions and people didn't waste a second making them known. One person said, "Just imagine looking up to someone for years only to finally cross paths with them and realizing they're a total fraud who doesn't support the community like you thought. Taraji's heart must be broken. Hang in there, sis." Another said, 50 Cent isn't the problem, Oprah is. Oprah is damaging Oprah, oof. Shots fired. Now it's your turn. Do you believe Oprah really tried to get Taraji tangled up in some messy Hollywood scheme? And could this be why she allegedly blackballed Taraji? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video that's got the internet talking.